All right, buckle up for this deep dive. We're looking at elite athletes, but hold on. Put those medals and records aside. This is different.
Different indeed.
You sent over some research.
Yeah.
About how these top-tier athletes age. It kind of blows my mind,
Yeah.
honestly. I mean, can pushing your body to the absolute limit really make you live longer?
It's a really good question. I mean, we tend to think all that intense training, pushing yourself to the max, that it would have some, negative effects. But the data is really telling a different story.
So spill it. What kind of story are we talking about? What
Yeah.
really surprised you? What really wow, that's a
Yeah.
game-changer moment.
Okay, well, get this. Elite athletes, they experience 40 to 50% lower cancer incidence. Think about that. Compared to, us mere mortals.
That's a big difference.
Massive.
So what, are we all supposed to be signing up for marathons to avoid cancer? Is it just being fit, or is there something about being elite that does this?
Okay, hold on. It's not like a golden ticket to immortality, right? But there's something there. There's a lot of research that points to VO2 max, which is basically how well your body uses oxygen, and it's a great way to measure, your overall fitness.
So higher VO2 max, good thing.
Exactly. And the numbers are really quite something. So if you're in the top 2.3% for VO2 max, that's linked to an 80% reduction, can you believe that, in all-cause mortality. Compared to those at the lower end, 80%, that's massive. And, it makes sense because VO2 max, it affects everything, your heart health, how your cells make energy, the whole 9 yards.
80% is huge.
Yeah.
But hold on a second. Is this just about being super fit, or is there something special about being an Olympian? What about those of us hitting the gym but not, winning medals?
That is the question. And that's what makes this whole thing so interesting, because the research actually shows that being just really fit, it's not quite the same as being an elite athlete. So elite athletes still had a 20% lower mortality risk compared to, very fit folks who weren't, going for the gold.
So there really is something about pushing to that extreme, elite level.
Mm-hmm.
Seems that way.
Okay, but let's flip the script. What if we're not active at all? What happens then?
Yeah, things get a little, not as happy. A sedentary lifestyle, and by that I mean zero leisure time physical activity that's as risky as, are you ready for this? Smoking, high blood pressure, diabetes, you name it.
It's true, though, right? People forget how bad inactivity is. We're all worried about smoking, bad food, but just sitting all day, that's just as bad.
You got it. And that's where some of the common advice we hear, get your 10,000 steps, and needs a little, an asterisk. Some movement is good, sure, but walking around the block, it's not the same as really pushing yourself, So are you saying ditch the slow stroll and go for a quick, intense workout instead?
I mean, some experts are saying aim for at least 10 minutes of really vigorous exercise every single day.
It's 10 minutes, huh? I can do that. Okay, so what would that look like? Give me an example.
There was this really interesting study. They compared doing, get this, 10 squats every 45 minutes to a 30-minute walk.
Okay.
The squats, get this, were better at regulating blood sugar.
Seriously?
Yeah.
So, just stop every 45 minutes, do a few squats.
I got it.
Why are squats so good for that? Anything else we could try?
Squats, they use big muscle groups, right? So your body has to work harder, burn more energy, and that helps with glucose processing. And tons of other things you could try. Burpees, jumping jacks, even just knock out a few push-ups. Just got to get that heart rate up, challenge those muscles.
Okay, I'm totally rethinking my whole workout routine now, but,
Yeah.
Let's go to the extreme. What if we're completely immobile?
Yep.
Can't move at all? Did you mention a study about bed rest?
Oh, yeah. Dr. Ben Levine, he had these young, healthy guys, right? Stay in bed for 3 weeks straight.
Wow.
Couldn't get up, couldn't move, nothing. And the damage, their cardiovascular systems, it was like they had aged 30 years.
3 weeks. That's scary.
Mm-hmm.
So even a little bit of not moving, it can have a huge impact. This whole deep dive, it's making me think hard about how much we need to move,
It is. And it's not just about avoiding the bad stuff. It's about, unlocking what our bodies can really do, how healthy and long we can live if we push them the right way.
I'm definitely feeling motivated. So if you're listening, you're like, all right, time to get moving. You're not alone. I'm definitely going to switch things up after this.
Me too.
It makes you think, though, right?
Yeah.
What can you do today to bring a bit more of that intensity, a little bit more of that push into your life?
Exactly. It might be the key to a longer, healthier, more awesome life.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
There you go.